Today, we're looking at something pretty foundational from our sources, the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
But, before we get to the heavenly side, we kind of need to nail down what a kingdom actually is, like mechanically.
Exactly. That structure.
Yeah. So our mission for you listening is to sort of pull apart the essential bits of any governing domain based on the source material.
And that's vital, isn't it? Because
Or-
the desire, the goal, is often about entering that kingdom life.
Mhm.
So we really have to define kingdom first, get past the fuzziness.
Okay, let's dive right in then. The sources, they're pretty clear. At its most basic, a kingdom is, well, it's the governing influence of a king over a specific territory. That's his domain. And it's about his personal will, his intent, really shaping that territory.
So boil it down, and you get a government with a territory. Simple as that, really.
A government with a territory.
Yeah. The sources even break down the word. King plus dom, meaning domain, property, territory.
Right. And the sources connect that to something really familiar. A government with a territory is just, well, it's called a country, isn't it?
In our terms, yes, a country. Though what's interesting is how the source material uses territory when talking about the kingdom of heaven. It's maybe less about geography
Ah,
and more the realm where the king's will actually gets done. So it's more about spheres of influence than like lines on a map.
Influence and governing authority. That really lines up with the prophecy stuff the sources bring in, doesn't it? About the coming king.
Absolutely. The focus shifts entirely to control, to governance.
Yeah.
We get that quote from Isaiah describing the Messiah. It says he's coming with the government upon his shoulders.
Right. The government. It's not about, I don't know, a palace or land first. It's the governing authority itself.
His identity is the governing authority, essentially.
And the source really hammers this point, noting that to his government there will be no end, and it will increase.
Yeah, increase. So it's not some temporary setup.
No, it's presented as this permanent, always expanding governing power.
Okay.
But wait, if it's so focused on government and territory, why do the sources then start talking about personal stuff, morality, culture? Seems like a jump.
Ah, well, that's the next layer, isn't it? Because a government, once it's there, has to produce something. It doesn't just exist in a vacuum.
Okay.
So a true kingdom, according to the sources, is a royal government that naturally creates a specific culture, specific values, specific morals within its domain.
Gotcha. So let's connect that for everyone listening. You've got the government, you've got the territory, but you also need citizens, right? People.
Definitely need citizens.
So what's the deal with them? What's expected?
They're the proof, basically. The crucial part is that the citizen's lifestyle, how they actually live, it has to directly mirror the king's nature.
Reflect the king.
His desires, his purpose. You can't really pull apart the ruling authority from the kind of society it produces.
So the people themselves become the main indicator. You can tell what the king is like just by watching how his citizens act, maybe how they dress, how they live day to day.
Exactly.
They're not just living in the kingdom, they are the kingdom in a way, like a walking advertisement for the king's nature. That's quite something.
It really is the ultimate measure. A kingdom is this sovereign government, sure, but it's one where people don't just obey the king, they actually embody his nature, his principles. It shows up in their lives.
Okay, so wrapping this part of our deep dive up, we started with the basics. King, domain, authority. But it's equally about the citizenry reflecting that king. That seems central to the definition. The two halves are inseparable.
They really are. And if we think about the bigger picture here, the whole point of living this kingdom life, it brings up a pretty sharp question for you, the listener. If the idea is that your lifestyle should be a clear reflection, almost an advertisement, of the king's nature, well, how much does your current culture, your values, your lifestyle truly reveal the nature of that governing authority? That's definitely something worth mulling over.